All right, okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Zhang. I'm currently a second fellow from UC Santa Cruz. And first of all, thanks for giving me, organizer for giving me this opportunity to share my research with all of you. And today I would like to briefly talk about the elemental bonuses of interactive planets, or you want to call it low mass brown dwarfs and grid systems, and the other stars. So as of today, our community has discovered several dozens of gas-giant exoplanets through direct imaging, and the problems really exist or exhibit a lot of diversity. So on the left, we see two stars. The size of the circles is proportional to the stellar mass. They are color-coded by the stellar spectrotypes. So some of the stars are hot, and there are also some kind of low temperature, low mass stars or brown dwarfs. On the right, we see planets that are associated with the stars. Again, diversity. Some systems have many planets. Sometimes we see the blue disk. The mass and orbits can also span several orders of magnitudes. It remains a challenge in the field regarding how these exoplanets form. The typical two scenarios pre-recorded are accretion and gravitational stability, and these planets are just sitting somewhere in between. Their orbits are wide, but their masses are not so high enough. So one of the possible ways to understand the formation is composition, and this is a figure from the pioneering work by Uber back in 2011. And we learned that the composition of the disk is a function of the orbit distances. Gas and ice can have very different compositions in terms of carbon to oxygen ratio. There are also some kind of jumps across the snow lines of different molecules. So this picture basically tells us if we can measure the abundances of planets from the atmosphere or deriving that for the bulk compositions and comparing with the composition of host stars, we might be able to trace back where the planets are formed and how much gas and ice they accumulate to assemble the mass. So this picture is pretty promising, exciting, because it gives us a theoretical tracer of the planet formation. But observationally, we still need to collect more real measurements of abundances. For planets and for stars, we want to see if there are any link between the composition and formation pathways, how well they're established. So I think one of the priorities in our subfield is to gather more and more of this kind of element of abundance measurements. So we model the abundances through spectroscopy, and we see a lot of this kind of nice work is described yesterday in the Splinter session. And this is the beautiful spectrum of the Earth, HS1236b. All of the spectral features here are created by different molecules, processes. So it is by studying this kind of data that we gain insights into the abundance of these objects. So inspired by the importance of the abundances, I've been reading a program called ALPIS, which is a dedicated program to measure abundances of image planets, also benchmark brown dwarfs, and all of their host stars. And here I highlight the names of several collaborators who contribute to the observations and also interpretation of the data who are also here in the CoolStars. So we have three major components of the program. First of all, we focus on the image exoplanets. Again, the initial spectra from the archive in the literature or our own observations. We're going to study the spectra to measure the abundances. Second, we also care about pure stars. We don't simply assume they have solar composition. So in the next slide, I will show you a little bit more detail of the whole star observation. Is a separate set of objects called brown dwarfs, and they're really important because the benchmarks, they help us to calibrate or provide important context about the accuracy of this model prediction about exoplanet compositions. Is that getting better? Okay, cool. Anyway, so a little bit more information about the host observation. So I've been reading programs that obtain high resolution spectra for all the host stars of the image exoplanets, benchmark brown dwarfs, the host stars of them. So I use three telescopes. One of them is optical data. I use that to observe the FGK stars. The other two observe the near the M stars in the near flow wavelengths. So that's my talk. I'd like to show some considerable work on two systems. One is AS Lab, and the other is 2S07B, which Elena just showed us. So AFLab is a newly discovered directly image exoplanet. The discovery was made last year by 3 different groups, and one of the groups is led by Carl Franson, who is also here. And this planet has a really low mass, and the whole system is in the big main group, so it's pretty young. So earlier last year, I updated the orbit of the planet by combining all of the existing data. This also gives us a pretty low dynamical mass. So first of all, I studied the host stars by observing the optical data from Harlan J. telescope from West Texas. And this is an example of the spectrum taken from this telescope. So in order to obtain the stellar analysis, we use Backus, and also I combine that with the mixed isotones so that we can grab a list of the stellar parameters. And we do this analysis for all of the stars in our program. And that analysis here is really led by Keith Hawkins, who's a professor from UT Austin. And here I just show like a gallery of the stellar, high resolution stellar spectra from our program. We know all of these kind of features for decades, but I just want to show all of them here once more to remind all of us, like there are a lot of lines of different metals, there are hydrogen lines, and we should take advantage of that. They're really important for the science of the exoplanets and brown dwarfs. So then analysis of the planet. So this is a spectrum and photometry available for this planet. So I extract the properties of this planet by using abstract retrievals. So we have a lot of like retrieval results, but I will show you a little bit about how the retrievals work. So the retrievals are basically like playing the knobs, and different knobs control different part of the atmospheres. And during the iteration, they make a prediction of the emission spectrum, and the whole process is being iterated until we get the best fit. So one of the knob describes the temperature pressure profile, so that tells us the thermal structure of the atmosphere. The other part is abundance profiles. So these tell us like how much elements like of different molecules are there. So it's based on this that we get insights into the abundances of this planet. So we have a lot of results, and I run this course with many different kind of setups. We always want to be cautious about the results from the retrievals. One of the key results from our analysis is this kind of enhanced metallicity of the planet as compared to that in the whole star. And this kind of metal enrichment is also supported by the recent work. One of that is the 4 modern efforts based on XORAM, and the second one is the new James Webb data that is just coming up, I think. And this work is led by Samson and William Palmer and others. So we have the one more technology of 7 micron, and our data is to kind of support the enhanced metallicity. This method is really important that we take advantage of the benchmarks to test like if there are any kind of potential systematic errors in this considered high metallicity. And this kind of metal enrichment probably can be put into context with the existence of the debris disk. There might be some kind of technical development of the atmosphere of this planet that causes this kind of high metal enrichment. So another interesting fact about the AFLab is that it's perhaps the only one so far that we can both formation entropy and also the scale of this formation. So here the AFLab has a dynamical mass from the orbit. So we know mass, and we also know the luminosity from the spectra. So combining the mass and luminosity, we can back out the age of the planet if we trust the thermal average models. And comparing this planet A with the age of the whole star or bigger group, we can get a sense like how many years the planet forms after the formation of the whole star. And from this kind of analysis, we get something like 5 to 12 million years, and most of the surveys come from the vicinity of the beta big moving group, the age of that. So we definitely want to destroy the age of the nearby young moving groups much better. Okay, so for the talk, I'd like to briefly mention some new work that I'm actively working on. This is for the James Webb. This is for the 2-7B. This is the first image exoplanet or planet mass companion that just told us all the details. So as part of the analysis, first we get iGRIS data for the host. So the Gemini iGRIS is a high resolution spectrum for 45K in the spectral resolution that cover both H and K bands. And this data, the PI of this data is Dan Jeffrey from UT Austin. And this is example data in the K band. We see a lot of features. It looks noisy, but the reason is because it's a high spectral resolution. The SNR is 100. And then, have extended the framework of the retrievals to hotter temperatures. And this kind of work has also been done by Jerry Shen and also Julie Inglis for like extending the temperature regime of the retrievals. So now we can do that for the ambiguous retrievals for this kind of object. So the red is the model and the black is the data, and we can see that the model data comparison are pretty good. And for this case, like actually it's an active accretor. It has a lot of emission lines in the UV optical known for like 2 years. But there's no emission features in the third so far. But from our, this is for the A component. But from our retrievals, we actually see this kind of residual at 2.16 micron. So that is a bright gamma. So that is from our retrieval, we get some kind of evidence of additional emission feature for the host. And then retrieval, this is a vector streams that is very high signals ratio. And in order to interpret this data, it's pretty challenging. And this is a previous work of the black is the data, the black is the model. You see like the data and model mostly consistent with each other, but there are some offsets. So in order to interpret this kind of data, I've been looking retrievals with a new framework, which I call M30. So then now we can do retrievals with patchy clouds or hotspots. Like think about like a combination of TVs with different temperatures and shapes. And by running kind of retrievals with kind of like 40 different setups. And we get like the best fit based on the BIC at least. So orange is the best fit and it can fit the data very well. And still it takes some time to understand what it means. But this is just some kind of feeding results that can match the data. And that's kind of model actually that's supposed to see where like 2/3 of the atmosphere is relatively hot, and there are some mechanisms, silicon clouds and iron clouds, and also 1/3 of that is relatively cold. All right, so in the next slide, I would like to basically say, like in the different field, I'm planning to expand the analysis of these two planets to the systems, and the goal is to study the position and between planets and stars beyond the C12, and try to map that as a function of planet mass and orbits to see what we can learn from all of this data. So I will just stop here and ready for questions.
Yeah, anyway, so I was wondering if broadening or anything of the ratio
Right, so AF air is a fast air, so we can get an oxygen with high confidence. So that's why when we have like iron abundance and other like magnesium or calcium. So the fast rotation of these stars could be a problem for many stars of image planets. Yes. Please.
can you do some form there, what are the parameters that you're saying to figure out for
Yeah, so I would say that this this control is not consistent with our expectations on evolution models. It's not that it's very high consistent. And I can give you more specific numbers of tab, log G, and radius and the mass from that. Yep. Yes. It's bigger, right? I think like for this planet, it's that is formed by gravitational so we can expect like these shifts are formed really fast. This planet has a pretty low mass, and given this kind of aggravation, it likely formed by core accretion, and that takes more time for the mass to be assembled. So that's why, for this kind of time delay, for this formation is not that easy along from our expectation.
You don't have any audio trouble, so then do that.
First session will be Chris Phillips.